Hello everyone, the Lightning Eagle here, and we're here with another Genshin Impact news video. Right now we have a couple of new characters who have just been shown off, and by new I mean characters we already know exist, but new for us, that we're going to go check out, and then I'm going to kind of give different ratings, talk about a little bit, basically my overall thoughts and opinions on outfits, any background or that we learn in this sort of situation, maybe anything I can think of, or analysis outside of the characters if I see anything like in the texts or titles that they have, either or. Hopefully, if you are looking for some people to watch on Twitch or people to hang out with, you can follow me on Twitch TV/The Lightning Eagle and come hang out with us as we do live streams. Sometimes we do teapot reviews, sometimes we go over builds, sometimes we just act stupid and have fun while going chasing mods and everything else like that. I said chasing mods, chasing mobs, okay? We farm together. Hopefully you enjoy. Let's go over these characters. So first here we have KOKOMI. Now, this is a character that has been on my list. I have BAAL, Yae, KOKOMI, and then Ayaka. Those are the four that I was looking forward to. Based off of Ayaka's story, I have to move her up quite a bit. So I don't know where these two, Yae or KOKOMI, are going to be, other than if they have a really good story as well. If they do, then I'm going to have a harder time making any choices. Darn you. So my only thing this week is darn you for making these characters so enjoyable. Were it not for her excellency, not a single one of Watatsumi Island's victories would have been possible. So, I was going to say, she seems to be the strategist, hibernating homebody strategist, the Pearl of Wisdom. That makes me enjoy her a bit more. I like a strategist. Oh my gosh, look at that reply. Everyone just keeps saying she's Chica. Oh, that's 10 out of 10. Oh my gosh. I wish there was a way for me to look at the art a bit better. We can just do it from here. So I already said how I like the starry design. I think that's what kept me in Genshin Impact with Mona. And she has that going on in her sleeves right now. She has also like this weird hair transition from orange to blue, but everything's like an ocean feel. I think people think she's gonna be a catalyst user, so that's the only thing that sucks, because we already have 2 other hydro catalyst users. I hope there's like some weird perk where they're like, if you have 2 catalyst users that are hydro, they actually do like 1,000,000 damage or something really dumb. I'm also really enjoying like the fish that she's holding in her hands. I already mentioned the gloves before, so I'm gonna say it right. The gloves on like design or technical wear wise seem stupid. I don't care if they're real, they seem stupid. Not going around your hand seems like it's gonna fall off. However, visually, they look super nice because everything looks like it's fitting. As you can see, like the transition here, there's basically just a line here. The gloves don't overlap much, they just go straight into her hand. The thigh highs are always the thing that just raises your score. I'm just gonna say it now, that adds the score. Bow looks better in art. In 3D, I think it's a little like, why is it just like, it's just this giant bow there? But here I can actually tell it's one bow, and here are the little parts coming out of the bow right there. And it's not 2 separate bows, that's how it kind of looks. And then all her design stuff looks like it has fins to it. So everything is an extension of fins. I think people are saying like she's inspired basically off of like a mermaid, but either or, I like the fact that you can really tell that these are fins. And again, the water fish. It would be so cool because I would love to see them visually rendered. It's like when she pauses, she just like lets a little school of fish go around her, like in her hands or whatever. That would look so neat. But overall, I think design-wise, I've already been excited for this character, so this only adds to my list. As my subscribers say, I have a catalyst problem, and I don't disagree with them, sadly. I wish I did, but I do not. Let's go back one. So that's KOKOMI, and I think she's more likely going to be a 4-star on this. And now we know she is the strategist of the team, so that's also really nice to know. Add a little bit more to her character. The Divine Priestess is Supreme Leader Watatsumi Island. So much easier to read in Hiragana when I read this kind of stuff. Many believe that KOKOMI to be an enigmatic, shrewd leader. Interesting. Do we get any more info? Is it just comment stuff? No, it's just people going on there. Yeah, please, I just want her. That's pretty good. that's pretty great. Oh my gosh, that's pretty great. I gotta like save that. Yeah, put that in my bookmarks. I put this over here with the relationship thing. Trying to see if there's any more information. No, it's just people being down bad. All right. So next we have the other character, SARA, the other one I gave kind of a critical score to outfit-wise. Though part of her design has, I'm not gonna say what part it is. I'm just gonna let you figure out from innuendos. Part of her design has shown me that I underestimated her quite a bit. Great, cool. There you go. That's your only hint. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Overall design-wise, I think she's good. So we've seen her in story actually. Like I actually know how she kind of is now. Genshin, why are you? Oh, okay. Kokomi's talking about her. Okay. I was looking at this and I was like, why does it say on the side of the screen it said Kokomi? And I was like, this is not Kokomi. So what was I gonna say? Design-wise, I feel like the only thing that still bothers me, it doesn't bother me in art though. In art, it looks good because there's an actual difference in shading here, here, and here. So her arms don't just look like tubes like they do in the render. And the render always won't carry over the exact qualities they have in the artwork. The artwork's going to make some characters look a lot better. That's just how it is. I think even a little bit with Kokomi, the art looks a bit better than like her actual model does currently. We'll see if they improve it. My biggest thing is whenever I see her arm gauntlets, her arm is just a shade of black, and so it just makes it look like a tube, and they look weird. But outside of that, her regular design's been fine. Character-wise, she's been like, she's probably gonna be the only character with like a possible change coming up for sides. Who knows? We might get like double that. Still love the mask. Still love upper body. Still love the shoulder pads and everything else there. Still impartial about the cloth here, but it looks better. I know you guys have told me it's traditional, so it doesn't mean I'm gonna, you know, enjoy it or not. I'm not gonna disrespect tradition or whatever, but at the same time, I can still be like, it's not my favorite visually. But it's not bad in the art, and the art's better. It just feels like sometimes, how many colors does she have? Her hair is kind of bluish, but we can just keep that black. It's red, purple-ish, yellow, and then like a white. And I think 4 colors is a lot. Red, purple, yellow, white. So it's a lot. To have on a character. I feel like we took off one of the colors and maybe made her mask purple-ish, it might work a bit better. This just feels like if I move my hand, it feels like 2 different characters. Kinda. But outside of that, I'm not gonna be too semantic. You guys heard my little speech about this before. I still think she looks good. I don't think there's any bad characters that are designed in Inazuma. I think most of the characters are designed well. I think their characteristics so far has all been what do we call it on Twitch? This is Waifu Ada Island, where basically everybody here seems either not down bad for the traveler, but that the traveler might see them as a viable option. That's where we zoom in at. All right, let me read a little bit more about her. I must admit, SARA, because they say it like SARA, they don't say it like SARA, is an opponent that can't be taken lightly. Okay, so as a strategist, this is a person she feels like she needs to watch out for, as Kokomi says. Crow Feather, Kabudaya, General of the Tindro Commission, Electro, and then I'm not so sure what these words are specifically. Someone tell me in the comments if I'm missing something with these. The spoiling elements, some people seem to know whether or not they're 4 or 5 stars. I think it's kind of easy to imply, since more likely than not the next person is going to be a 5-star. But I'm just interested in seeing how people are so like quick to making decisions. General leader of the forces, bold, decisive, skilled in battle. Okay, so we're gonna have to see what she can do in the battlefield. I also like the fact, so here's one thing I really like about her design. This fan here is it's probably more about historical context with this, but it also reminds me of a strategist fan, specifically Sima-Yi from either you could say Romance of the Three Kingdoms or Dynasty Warriors, and I think mostly like I'm thinking Dynasty Warriors. And so that's always cool when you have 2 strategists and you kind of have them having kind of like a opposing view. It reminds me of Sima-Yi and Zhuge Liang. So I'm very interested to see how far they'll take the different strategies. Will we see which one is smarter, like between Kokomi or SARA? Will we see who can change the battlefield faster? Who can see who's more battle hardened? I think it's obviously SARA for that one. I think strategy's probably going to go to Kokomi a bit because she's been keeping this resistance alive, even though they're probably overwhelmed by forces. And then battle-wise, it's probably going to be SARA just because she has more battle experience, I'm sure. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm very excited to see what they do with her. And last but not least, and I have to do the button for her, we have the Shogun. Okay, cool. As the Lightning Shogun. I just had to do it twice. All right, cool. Let's go over here. Wow. So there's one thing I immediately told my friend, and it's the, I want to go from this one first. We'll go down. It's what we've had in the trailer, and they know their audience. I'm just gonna say it. We're all thinking it. Booba sword. All right. My thing is this, right? With as an artist, is they specifically chose a pose that had her tilted, so she's not standing strong on one figure, because that would make it look a little less feminine. They have her hand up, and they're doing. So here's the thing with art that some of you might not know. In order to make a hand look a lot more feminine, you want to move the pinky, and interesting at the same time. It's also interesting. It makes the hand look more interesting. Pinky and pointer finger. I can't remember my pointing finger. Anyways, when you have these two, you want to move them around so it makes your hand look more interesting. These two fingers stay the same, both your middle and your ring finger, and they've done it in both designs here. So here her pinky's up, and then her index finger is a little higher than her middle finger and her ring finger, and these two are kind of together. And then this one, these two are both holding onto the sword, but the pinky's moved up a little bit. And then the sword, her index finger is also lifted up, which means she's like mostly holding the sword with these two fingers, like she's holding it gently as she's pulling the sword out. But at the same time, I just figured like they went full waifu with this design. That's what they know what they're trying to do. They know what they're trying to do. I love the fact that you get like a transition in her hair from like the electro. You get like this dark purple here, and you get the little lines going here of highlighted purple, that neon purple, till you get to this light purple down to the ponytail. It's a really cool design. Everybody else kind of hated the outfit she's wearing. I'm full Ada, so no, I was completely happy. Some person was like, she looks like Yinger from Leowa, and I was like, oh, she does? 10 out of 10. Give me that character now, is the first thing I said, because that's one of my favorite characters is Ada. I'm not down bad, you are. What else was I gonna say for this design? I think it's simplistic, and I think that's the part that I think works for it. It's not overly complicated. I feel like sometimes people, when they get kind of super overly complicated, like Kaya or Baozu, it's either they have to have a super eccentric personality that makes it work, or it's just like a weird costume. Like you're just trying hard to make them memorable. I think if I pointed this character out to anyone, especially with the long ponytail, they'd be like, oh, it's Ball. Like I know who that is. You guys have been going nuts about her like all week. And she still has like the armor piece on her side, which has like this weird purple effect here. Also with the red and yellow here. Now this one has multiple colors, right? Because someone's probably gonna be like, well, Lightning, I see 4 colors here. I see purple, white-ish, gold, and red. But the thing here is there's one main color, and everything else is an accent color. The red is only here, bow, and then the bows in the back. There's nowhere else other than, I guess, the sword, but that's a sword design. The yellow is draped with the purple. The overall color here, if you squint your eyes, purple. It's purple. Also, oh gosh, people are so down bad. Oh, drown me in your graciousness. We're not going down there. That's gonna get real degenerate real fast. Let me know if you want to do a video where we just go over Genshin comments on Twitter. What else was I gonna say? Oh, there was a thing I said about her face too, because they didn't go with like an angry face. They went with like a cold face. But this way they could also still tilt the head and still kind of give it like a it has like it's like a cute appearance here, but because she's cold, it makes it off-putting. It's a little what they do like Doki Doki, where they kind of like set you up with a character that seems cute or whatever, and then at the same time they kind of give like this weird vibe to them. She looks empty here. There's no another thing that you do to give people like a soul when you're drawing art is you put those little highlights in their eyes. The little white spots make an eye pop, but when you don't put them there, it makes the eyes feel almost empty, if that makes any sense. There's actually a lot you can go with this design. I actually really like the overall aesthetic that they put in design, and obviously, you know, me being the Lightning Archon, I find it really important to be able to do so. Obviously, I'm trying to see if there's anything else other than like thighs. Oh, other than down bad degeneracy. Again, I see what you're doing, Mihoyo. I can see what you didn't skip around your art. I'm not an idiot. I know you're trying to sell. I think the lightning from the sword's pretty cool coming out. That purple, that light purple, and then dark purple, and then like it's like bending in, like the electricity's coming out this way, like it's flowing. Hand gauntlets, or not gauntlets. What did I say? Hand gauntlets. I like the leather straps there. That's also really cool. Yeah, like it's overall just a good design. Now I shouldn't have saved this one for last because I don't really care about this one as much. Let me make sure I read everything here. Her Excellency seeks to get rid of the mundane delusions of the world, but only in an attempt to overcome the cycle of life and death. Interesting. Also, you guys know the delusions are also the term used for the fake visions that are given from the Fatui. That's also a thing. I don't know if they're talking about that specifically. I don't think so. I think that's supposed to be more metaphorically. But that could be an interesting tie-in to her story. Yeah, especially because I don't think that the Fatui are just going to be sitting around. They're most likely going to show up eventually. They're already... You can see them in Inazuma where we're fighting around. Plane of Euthium. Her internal excellence. The undisputed supreme leader of Inazuma. Her excellence, the almighty Naru Kami Ogosho, promised the people of Inazuma an unchanging eternity to last throughout the ages. So this is really going and dwelling on a lot of Japan's, like, a lot of older Japan's when they had shoguns, not like any foreigners in for a while, like Hideyoshi, or I believe also Ieyasu. I believe Nobunaga wasn't shogun, I don't think, but he specifically was okay with inviting foreigners. That's where you get the whole story of Yasuke, the Obsidian Samurai, right? But specifically with Hideyoshi and Ieyasu, even with their own people, when they were doing stuff that was mostly focused on foreigners, like Masamune Date, he walked a golden cross. I believe it was him who walked a golden cross all the way over to Hideyoshi, and Hideyoshi was going to kill him because he told everybody to renounce Christianity and, you know, whatever else. But he was like, "Oh, you got balls. Okay, I'll let you live, but don't ever pull that crap again." Japan's had a lot of time where they've just separated themselves from the rest of the world and only did things in trade. And for, you know, partially in good reasons. I'm African American. I know. But at the same time, I like that they're playing off like they're really trying to go for some culture's history. We have to see how that goes, though. I'm also interested in seeing, like, how interested can they keep me in cultures that I might not have, like, a particular interest in. And how engaging can they make that? Because this has a lot of history to it. Like Japan, a lot of their history is known by people, right? Or I guess maybe not complete history. Like people are gonna be like, "Who the freak is Nobunaga?" or "Who the freak is Hideyoshi Toyotomi?" But in a sense, like samurai, we've glorified a lot of these things, like the katana. These things are symbols for multiple cultures as well. That's like another thing. Is a lot of cultures know about this. It's not just like one or two. So we'll see. We'll see what comes with that. And then now, lastly, I do not know how to pronounce her name, but this is our first tie-in character from, what is the game called? Because someone put it over here. I don't play this game. I don't say the design's bad. I think this is okay. Like, the facial tie-in and everything is fine. This also tells people, because I don't think she got, like, the mommy body type in Genshin. She got it looks like she had, like, the smaller one. So that should really tell you what MiHoYo thinks when they're like, "Oh yeah, this is what the character looks like. Here's what she actually looks like." Yeah, there's quite a difference there. It's still recognizable, or maybe is this current her? Is that what their Horizon Zero Dawn? There we go. Because they had another game for her, right? The Nintendo-looking version. That girl from Fortnite. Oh my gosh. I want to believe. I think this is more Sony saying, "Hey, we need you to put a tie-in in." That's what I think this is. I think this is more like, "Hey, if you want to have collaboration characters on our PlayStation, well, you better put our little logo at the bottom where it says PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, PlayStation Family Mark." Well, all this extra stuff right here. Savior from Another World. I don't think it's going to be a terrible tie-in, especially because she still has a fantasy aesthetic, so I think that works a bit better. I'm not super excited for this character because, again, I have no attachment. They're going to make her cryo, so it's interesting to see that they're going to throw elements underneath characters. But I'm interested to see who else they'll throw in. I would love to see something more like Evangelion or something more anime-related. That would be a lot more interesting. We talked a long time ago that we wanted ReZero characters in here, but I don't know if that one's going to happen. But we never know. MiHoYo's kind of crazy with the kind of collabs they'll do, so who knows? Again, I'm not upset about it. There are people genuinely upset that she's in here, and they're like, "Is she gonna be a part of the story?" No, she's a tie-in character. Just don't use her. just go somewhere else, or you know, just use someone else, or just don't grab her or whatever. No, don't use her. Like you're fine. Your account's not gonna die because the impureness of a collab or something. We're completely fine. Who knows? She might be fun. Either way, hopefully, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's go back to Ada Queen right here. Oh gosh, yes. Hopefully, I wish you all luck with your pulls. If you saw my wishing video, you saw my pain. I'm probably gonna put that as a video that you can click on next. Where now we have money saved up for BAAL, and I didn't need to spend that kind of money. Oh, the worst part for me too is I've slowly like grown to really like Ayaka, and I didn't think I'd like that character this much. Like she kept getting cooler and cooler, and then they made her character so likable, and now I'm sitting here like, darn me. I keep wanting to say shrimping because we're not allowed to say simp on Twitch. But hopefully you enjoy. Come follow me on Twitch again at the Lightning Eagle here. If you see this is my account. We're gonna go stream live later on today as it is, and hopefully you enjoy. I'll catch you all later. Peace. I wish you luck, Lightning Brigade. Don't leave!